Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another video. So in this video we'll talk about the Gareth Bale celebrations, what happened, my reaction to it, and why it's so important for the Real Madrid season. So let's get started. Pretty much what happened is Bale converted a penalty to make it 2-1 for Real Madrid. Pretty much he converted the winning goal for Real Madrid to get all 3 points versus Levante. And once he converted that penalty, Lucas Vazquez was about to celebrate with him. He put his hands on his shoulders, and after that, Gareth Bale just shrugged it off in a very kind of harsh manner, a very critical manner. He kind of took his hands out, in a very kind of volatile manner. I don't know how you want to call it, but it just showed. It just went to show like quite a statement and how he's unhappy at Real Madrid. Which, to be honest, I do understand Bale's frustrations, because recently Courtois has come out with some harsh words for Gareth Bale, and like I said before, and like as many of you guys know, Courtois hasn't been playing up to the level that we know he's capable of playing, or Courtois is just a really awful goalkeeper. From what I've seen, he's done nothing to merit wearing a Real Madrid shirt, and he's probably the last person that should talk about Gareth Bale, and that he's not doing maybe the best at Real Madrid. That he's just a talent. He's just a talent that's not being exploited to its fullest. And he's, like I said, he's the last person to talk about that. He hasn't had a good season at all. His talent is probably, hasn't been exploited at all. I don't know if he has no talent or what, but like I said, he's the last person to talk about Gareth Bale's problems at Real Madrid. And it only helps propagate bad press around Gareth Bale's problems, And he does this all the time. He did it at Chelsea too. He stirs up problems. He talks too much. This guy has a big mouth. And I hate it when people do that. They kind of snitch on you, and that's exactly what he did. He kind of told everyone what's going on really at Real Madrid, and these things don't come out. You gotta have some restraint and show some self-control, and don't talk about these things. And he's, like I said, he's the last person to talk about it. He's had a horrible season. Again, yesterday versus Levante, he at the 87th minute, he was about to catch a ball. And I saw it. It was high up in the air, right? And then it comes down. I'm like, he's not gonna catch this 100%. What happens? He doesn't catch it. It's ridiculous. These things are like, you see 11-year-olds doing this, easily, and he can't catch a ball when it's in the air. We've seen it time and time again, and it's just crazy. I don't know if the shirt is too heavy for him. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Gareth Bale. He shrugged off those celebrations. It just seems like he's not happy at Real Madrid. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. The comments definitely don't help. All those comments. Marcelo hinted at that Real Madrid that Gareth Bale doesn't speak English that much either. Which, I mean, it's not a dig too much at him, but all that bad press surrounding Gareth Bale, it is getting to him, and I kind of understand his reaction. In some way, I do understand that he has frustration and that he wants to show that to everyone, but I think he went about it in such a wrong way, especially considering the way he shrugged off Lucas Vazquez. I think Lucas Vazquez, for me, seems like one of the nicest players in the dressing room, and really, do you have to do that? Do you have to be that egomaniac about yourself? Do you have to, that narcissistic, where you have to express your feelings like that? It's like in a childish way, in a puerile way. It's so annoying, and this is Ronaldo 2.0 all over again. This is the last thing I wanted when Ronaldo left the team. When Ronaldo left Real Madrid, I was like, yes, we won't have these drama problems anymore. We won't have these it's only about me problems. With Ronaldo, it's just like, it's about me. I have to make it all about me, and that's why I was just tired of having Ronaldo. To be honest, it was always about him. You could see it in the Champions League final when we won versus Atletico Madrid and we won 4-1. What happened? So we were 3-1, I think, 112 minutes. I think we're 3-1 in, right? And the game is pretty much done. Atletico were just burnt out. I mean, they were fried. They gave everything they had, and we were winning 3-1. It was so obvious that the game was over. But Ronaldo has the audacity to dive at the 120th minute, and it's dive. I don't care. I'm a Real Madrid fan, but I'm objective also, and that's a clear dive from Ronaldo. So what happens? Ronaldo takes a dive, converts a penalty, makes it 4-1, and then celebrates like he just made the winning goal. You know, he is some kind of god. Like, we have to adore him. And he takes off his shirt and he flexes and he tries to make it all about him. And then the next day, the media makes it all about him. Oh, it's just so annoying. He really, that 2014 Champions League final, he destroyed it with that action. Because before that, I was so happy we were winning, you know. And then Ronaldo just has to do that. And I was like, man, how disgraceful do we have, not do we have to be, but, he was playing in a Real Madrid shirt, and how disgraceful, it makes us look so bad. And, it was always about him. And Gareth Bale, he's going to do it. If he's going to do it again, I'd rather just sell him. I don't care if we don't win as many trophies. I'd rather play as a team. I'd rather win as a team than have these kinds of problems. Yes, we won a lot of trophies with Ronaldo in the team, but I just thought it was annoying, and a lot of players, I'm sure, thought it was annoying. I remember also, I don't remember if it was in that final. I think it was in that Champions League final also, where Ronaldo screamed at Marat, in a very, very critical manner. It's just horrible, horrible manner. He bashed Marat because Morata took the shot, didn't pass Ronaldo the ball, and it's just terrible, terrible manner. And if I don't want to have a player like that, I don't care if we don't win as many Champions Leagues. If you have a player that thinks that's bigger than the club, maybe he's talented as he is, but if you have a player that's as bigger than the club, then it's just not worth it. I really don't care how good he is. I'd rather not have him. Yes, we'd probably win more trophies, but I don't care. I don't like winning trophies like that. I know we did it with Ronaldo a lot, but like I said in that 2014 Champions League final, I didn't like it. I didn't like how we won. Yeah, I liked how we won, but I didn't like Ronaldo just killed it for me in that Champions League final. So if Gareth Bale's going to be like that, then I say we should sell him. You could see that his ego is just coming up. It's just surfacing. And you saw it a little bit last year. You saw how he kind of talked about he didn't have enough minutes, he's not playing enough, and blah, blah, blah. And I could kind of see it, But now you could see it a lot more, He's like not celebrating with his teammates. He's talking here and there. That just gets annoying, to be honest. And yes, the media are kind of magnifying Gareth Bale's problems at Real Madrid, but Gareth Bale is not making it easier for himself, especially with these kinds of celebrations. And I think Gareth Bale does definitely have a part to play in his in his problems or in his woes. And he definitely needs to put his head down and just work. That's all he can do, Don't do these kinds of things. So childish, so puerile. So Solari played it down a lot. He just said that I don't care the way he celebrates. I just saw his hunger and appetite, and he pretty much won the game for us. So yeah, he played it down a lot. But you could see the actions speak volumes about what's going on with Gareth Bale and the Real Madrid. And in his situation at Real Madrid, I'd say. So, what do I think? I think at this point, if Gareth Bale's going to continue doing this, which I think he will, where his ego is kind of playing a big part, it's kind of getting to him. He thinks he's bigger than the club. He thinks he has to play every single minute. The same with Ronaldo. Ronaldo was like that too, and I didn't like Ronaldo. And I'm not going to be biased and say, oh, well, Gareth Bale's a different player and he's a lot nicer. Yes, he was a lot nicer at the beginning. He was a lot more calm, a lot more humble. But now it's getting to him. You could just see that it's becoming a Ronaldo 2.0. And this is the last thing I want. I'd rather win things as a team in a cohesive group than have one player just getting all the stardom. Yes, we did it under Ronaldo, like I said, and did I really like it? Not all the time, you know. We did it. But this is the question I have for you guys. What do you think of all this? Do you think we should keep Gareth Bale? And do you think if we win trophies with Gareth Bale on the team, despite all his pouting, despite all his, you know, egoistic kind of actions, do you think we should keep him? Or do you think we should sell him and maybe win maybe less trophies, but win trophies as a group, cohesively, as a unit? You know, a group that's solidified, not a group that's kind of dismantled and divided. So that's the question I have for you guys. And yeah, so just leave a comment in the section below and let me know what you guys think about that. Because what I think about it is that I think we should sell Gareth Bale and just, you know, go about it as a team. So that's all I have for you guys for today. Thanks for watching so much, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I've made tons of videos, but recently I've been getting more views on my videos. So do subscribe. I'll be making more videos pretty much every day. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good day, wherever you're at. Thank you.